Take it on my phone.
Yeah, true. Just give me a thumbs up or something. Good evening, YouTube. I'm trying a totally new device today, so if there's anyone in the room, please make a comment and give us a sound check. Because as you know, at that demo, everything got destroyed more or less, and my will to live. But anyway, hope everyone's in there. This is a totally new thing for me, this one, and I hope you all can hear me. I'm not going to do that, but that's there. So I'll just wait a couple of minutes. So I really do hope everyone's okay. Hello, Craig. Hi, you mate. Can you hear me loud and clear, Craig, my friend? Can you hear me, mate? Yeah, wicked, bro, wicked. How am I looking? Because I'm going through my laptop now. Because yeah, a couple of things did sort of blow up, but a magical thing. But a lot of the videos were saved to a cloud. I don't know any. Well, I'm not technophobe, you know me. So we was a bit fortunate that I put them up, and I've got a fair few more. So they'll all be coming up in time. But I keep getting told off by YouTube. They won't let me monetize or anything because I think I'm a bit too of a truth teller, and that's what I am. So hey ho, forget the money, jog on, you know. But yeah. So how's your family going, Craig? Are you all keeping good, my friend? And are you healing well? And how's your little girl? Is she healing well? And I'm truly sorry about your mate as well, fella. But you've got to remember, keep his message, you know, his memory alive. Hello there, Colin. How are you doing, my friend? I put a thing on, guys. Remember, this is all trial and error once again. But I put a thing on, so you had to give it a minute before you can put again. So it stops me sort of, I don't know, trying to get spammed or something. I don't know. We're getting there. Thank you. I'm feeling well, mate. I'm feeling well. Feeling well. I'm happy. It's my birthday today. I've been spoilt. Got a new Arsenal top. Woohoo! And I've got my daughters coming tomorrow, and I've got to take them out to lunch. And yeah, that's enough to put fire in your belly. That just makes me happy. Hence why I do this for my little girls. Well, not little girls, they're ladies now, but you know what I mean. But, yes. Thanks, Craig. Thanks, Craig. I'm 21, believe it or not. I had a really tough paper round. But I know I'm getting on now. 55, eh? Bloody hell. Oh. But yeah, I've had a fair few run-ins with this lot, you know, tube today, with emails back and forth because they want me to take down everything that I put up, and I'm not. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I'm not breaking any rules. Yeah, I've had a couple of warnings for copyrights, and I've got a warning, but I'm sorry, guys. I'm not choosing money over being a seeker of truth and justice. So, hey ho, I'll do it for nothing, and that's the way it goes. You know what I mean? End off. Should have got Liverpool top. Yeah, I wore it around a neighbour's house, and these young lads are a Liverpool fan, and I got it hard from him. Yeah, but hey ho. But as I say, and I've said in the previous video, if they take the knee again, it's over. It's over for me. I'm sorry, but what I saw, no more. But no, Liverpool looking good. You're lucky you got that result. I reckon we could have turned you, but wait till we get you at the Emirates, and we'll see what goes down there, Colin. You know what I mean? Just see how we play. But to be honest, I think it's going to be us two. But Man City, I watched them the other day, and they are looking a bit dangerous. And Chelsea, I watched them. Actually, were disappointing. But hang on. Oh no, it was, mate. Yeah, it was. It was. I wasn't expecting that. I thought we was going to get like share the points, and yeah, got a cracker. But we played well, and to be honest, we put up a good show really because you usually give us a good hiding up that way, and yeah, I was happy with our performance. And to leave plus million-pound player on the bench was quite an honour for being an Arsenal fan to have a bit of depth, and Saka not being there and everything. It just I don't know. I feel a lot more confident now. And to be honest, I'm not anti Arteta or anything, but he spent a fair few quid over a fair few transfer windows now. It's his team. Now I'm expecting some form of silverware as a football fan. And let me have a little look at it. What's a goalie? Do you see the American lady? Yeah, I saw that, Craig. I watched that. I found that very upsetting, to be honest, especially being a survivor of cancer myself and on the pathway to recovery. That was disgusting, and you could hear she was nervous and emotional in her voice. But that's an American citizen. Do you really think Trump ain't seeing this? Do you really think so? They're playing right into our hands, guys. I've said it's a game of chess, and they think we're stupid and dumb. But you know what? Sometimes it's best to act that way, right? And then we outsmart them and then checkmate, and they've got nowhere. And all they're doing is exposing themselves. They're the violent ones, they're the fascists, and they're the idiots. Their crowds are getting smaller and smaller. As simple as that. I've had it with them, but it ain't worth arguing. It ain't worth having a debate with them, because they're just thick idiots and they ain't got no depth to their argument. Every one of us have got a reason and a cause to be there, and that's our children, that's our culture, that's our Christian values. You don't have to be religious to be all that, but that's the foundation of our society, and that's what keeps us in order and law and order, and all of it all ties in. We're not going Islamic. As you see in my last video, I told Merkunt, Khunt, okay, that it's not happening, and the small man should just get off his stool and jog on. And that Muslim Brotherhood, I don't care. They've been told, because they'll come unstuck soon. Let me just have a bit of head, please. Yeah, I know, it's embarrassing as well. As the lady said, why don't you go out and solve some real crimes? Being a policeman, I bet they're dying to get back to cops and robbers and a fair cop. You know what I mean? What sort of career is that, going around and having a go at vulnerable ladies about a bloody tweet? But I thought she handled herself very well, and I'm glad she got that on the video. And just let the video do the talking. Simple as that. Like they call us far right. Well, who was ever at the demo? I've got loads. I'll put more videos, but on my live, you see loads of black people because wearing Union Jacks. I was speaking to them, took pictures, gave said hello and everything. Hello there, Ricky, mate. How are you? I hope you're keeping well in your family. Oh, Sharon. Hello, darling. Sandra, hello. Oi, oi, cuz. Happy birthday, Dal. And thanks for being with me on Saturday, cuz. Lovely being with you. We were like Lord and Hardy on that live, me and you. Gordon Bennett were like the Chuckle Brothers. Yeah, it was a great day. And all these people that say, oh, it's no good and, it's don't nothing. Well, I think that proved a very big point, and I think the whole world saw it. And to be honest, I've never been on so many other YouTubers' really big hitters videos. My ugly boat's at the front. I just don't know. I think I was actually better placed, because you see their videos from the VIP area, it weren't as good as mine. I was straight there. They had to do it at the side. Did you watch Trump and that Judas? Yeah. I can't watch too much of him, Colin, because he really triggers me up. He's a wimp. He's a weak man. He's a weak man. Hello, Dal. Lovely seeing you there, cuz. Thanks for putting us up, man. I really enjoyed the company. The kids on the phone wishing me happy birthday. Bless them. I'll show you in a minute, Dal. I'll put it up for everyone what Ben sent me on the Jolly Boys group. Only Ben. What a man. It was a great day, wasn't it, Darren, eh? Hey, it's a great day. A lot of things get laid to rest, And a lot of, just everything will happen organically, guys. And the next time in the Hyde Park, and there's 20 million of us, because I could see something like that mad happening. And if they still carry on, we'd be like ants, and they will be removed peacefully, of course, peacefully, but they'll be removed. End of. We'll walk on and take them out, and peacefully, peacefully, of course, always peaceful. Remember that, guys. We are monitored. I reckon, Craig. I reckon, personally, mate. I personally reckon that Trump had already seen it, because I was watching the interviews. I did cringe and didn't listen to Keir all the gear, love event boys, and a toot Stalin. But did you see when he was saying things? They've got this speech. Oh my God, my arsehole speaks better than him, right? And free speech. Did you see the smirks that Trumpy was giving him? No. He ain't no fool. I don't. You can't kid a kid, them. And he's been there and got that, and he's got the T-shirt. He's read him. It must annoy him the way he sounds. Yeah, Ben's speech was awesome. It's just hope he gets some momentum. We've got some time and see what happens. But I'm still dreaming of a dream team coalition, because I don't want to split the vote. I think, but that reform, the head of reform, they've got too many egos up there, because Farage would take them to it's basically win if there's an election tomorrow, but then he'd walk. And then we'd end up with a Muslim PM, and we don't want that. We're not a Muslim country. We're not Islamic. And I'm sorry, I can't have it. I can't have it. We are what we are. If you don't like it, jog on. End off. Ben's speech was good. Not bad day, only. Yeah, Colin, only, yeah. And a dog. And one dog. There was a dog, because I got the right-wing dog. Did you see them on... I was watching Dan Woodson today, and they're going on about right wing. And this journalist goes, "Why are you here?" He goes, "Well, we're not right wing." He goes, "Well, I don't really care." He goes, "It's just a buzzword for them. It don't mean nothing." And then this big black fella walked past with a Union Jack and went, "Whoa!" I know, just marched on. It's everyone that was there knows that's all a load of waffle. Just ignore them. Don't give them anything. Don't even react to it. Just wear it with pride. Yes, it is, Sharon. Yes, it is, my darling. So if anyone wants to buy me a coffee, do feel free. Sorry to ask for like Errol on that one. But yeah, it is. That's why I've gone from this today, and I'm pushing the boat out, people. I've gone Coke Zero. So, yes, Vicky. Trump, they all know. You see the smirks. You know what they are. Did you see him when he said, "I'll put the military and have it"? And then he's going to let your prime minister answer. You must be thinking, God, am I in a special needs class? So much love and so many fellow patriots. Oh, God. Yes, Darren. Yes, Darren. But remember all, and I'd say this to each and every one of you. I've made the majority of you guys moderators, by the way. So if we get any idiots in, and who's ever in, just get rid of them. You know what I mean? Don't even give them the airtime. Don't waste your oxygen. But yeah, they've got to go. But remember, just please be careful what you say, guys. It's because we are living under a tyranny, and they are monitoring us. Okay, and the amount of grief that I have of this platform for what I say and put out my account is so suppressed. I don't care, because I just want the truth out. I want what you all want, and that's I want our kids and our grandchildren, after we've all gone, to just be bloody happy. And there was so much love. I've never felt so much love. Darren, I totally agree with you on that. Yeah, that Celtic fan in the Union Jack, with the Union Jack with his Celtic top on, Dal. I've got that. And what a big geezer he was, wasn't he? Geez, I thought I might have to give you over. Stop him hitting me. But yeah, he was. I think he marched down from the Highlands through the night. That man, he was a warrior. Tell you what, I'm glad he's on our side. But that's what we need. We've all got to put the differences aside, guys, and we can save all that to afterwards, and we can have our little tribal Barneys. But this one, if we all unite, win the fight, and get them out. We don't want them here no more. None of them. Shannon, did you see what that cancer said about one and Tommy's team calling everyone who follows? Yeah, Yeah, just let them say what they want to say, Sharon. It's like, well, that's back to me. You don't mean Jack. Call me whatever you want. Welcome to go through my hard drives. There'll be nothing there. There's nothing there out of you lot. I know a fair few in this chat personally. And I'll tell you this right now. I know none of them are wrong uns. But I'll tell you what, I could tell you where there's over 100 or odd, right? Or well, I reckon 600 plus. That's in that big ass of nonsense. I'm sorry. Calm it down, Lee. And thank you, Sharon. Thank you. You wouldn't believe I'm only 21, love. Right? So, but Sharon, and listen, guys, as I said, we all planned to meet, right? And it didn't work out. I mean, if you've seen on that live, me and Darren walked. I've never done so much walking in my life. Oh, that's a lie, but you know, for a long time, and I was cream crackered. But yeah, did you see her face, Craig? She didn't look happy, did she? You know what I mean? Thank you, Sandra. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Darren, freedom. Yes, yes. I've been actually having discussions on X with staunch SNP, and we're all singing off the same hymn sheet. And once things are sorted and ironed out what we've all got to do together, well, that SNP, that guy, we might be singing off the same hymn sheet, but not with the SNP because they've got to go as well. They've all got to go. We need people. I want veterans in. Veterans. I want veterans, men, of women of courage, you know, that have done proper, none of this DEI crap, that have earned their berets, earned their right to be in their regiment. And you know what? Go into the politics and represent the people that you were willing to fight for. That's what I want. People that ain't going to take the bung. I don't want to, to be honest with you, and I hate saying this, but I was watching a lot of that video and I despise sausage fingers. And if I hear one more commentator call that Camilla the horse, right? The marriage wrecker, okay, the queen. I'm going to blow a gasket because she's not my queen and she never will be, as he's not my king. And I say that as an ex-monarchist, but they've all got to go. You know, and they talk about housing problems where we'll divvy up Buck House and we'll make it into nice little flats. Got another 12 Union Jacks going up tomorrow night. Well done, Ricky. I'm trying to get a job lot of St Andrews. I've been up at it. I think you might mean the house. Yes, yeah, I call them everything. They're the house of cowards, house of nonsense, house of wrong-uns, house of everything. The whole lot of them. The whole lot of them, mate. That's just the way I feel about them, to be honest. You all know what I feel. But as I was saying, next time, right, it's going to happen, right? We've got a little WhatsApp group. Guys, go on to X and just DM me, all right? Okay, I know everyone says don't DM, but just you guys can DM me, give me your details so they'll be saved and safe, all right? And then I'll put you in a WhatsApp group, and it's a paranormal sort of place. But that's just to take the heat off us, and then we can discuss. And next time we'll all rendezvous somewhere. And as Darren said, if need be, we'll go and camp with the immigrants there the night before. I'll bring the camping gear and we'll all have a jolly up. Don't worry about it. But we'll all go together, and I'll get us to the front. For some reason on WhatsApp can't reply to you, can't write message. Yeah, to be honest, Shell, you know, I'm having a little bit of difficulty doing that. You know, I could put in a few things, but every time you go on it, you know, you're going to WhatsApp group like the Jolly Boys, for instance, you're straight in. But this one is like add more, and you know, and I don't know whether that's admin because I wanted to add you as an admin, Shell. You know what I mean? And I don't understand that, but I'll look into it. But quite obviously, today's my birthday, and tomorrow I've got my two daughters coming, and I'm sorry, guys, as you all understand, when the girls come, Daddy Bear has got to take them out to lunch, and I'm spending the day with my girls. You know what I mean? Sorry. Exactly, Sharon. Exactly. To be honest, I like Kate. I do like Kate, and I hope she's well because I worry for her. To be honest, she's a beautiful young lady, and she actually reminds me of William's mum, Diana, Princess Diana, in my eyes. That should be our Queen of England. You'd have binned sausage fingers and I kept with her. But hey, she was just used as a little bit of fresh DNA blood because they usually interbreed that mob. I mean, they've got to go. They've all got to go. They've got to go. Not Kate, not Kate or her kids. No, no, none of that. That's a parliament biggest toy. Yes, Sandra, I agree with you. I mean, actually, I think you're being very polite. I wouldn't even flush them down the loo. Straight in the Thames with them if I had my way. Yeah, I've called you name. Called you Meghan Markle. Oh, what does she want? Oh, Miss Victim. Oh, she's just a wannabe. You know what I mean? She's a twat. I see more brain cells when I pick up my 2-year-old caller from nursery than the house of wrong. Yeah, Dal. Yes, Darren. Exactly right, cuz. Exactly right. And Darren, I added you to that group today, by the way. So if you've noticed you in there, maybe you, Ricky, as well. I can't remember. Hello, John. Ranking 3 Ryan. What's that about? Is that one of the boys over in NI? Teeth in trouble, that's all we will get. We'll sort it. Yeah, I met Lady as well, Lady Diana. Yeah, I met her. Yeah, she was a beautiful lady. Beautiful lady. Calls her methane. Yeah, that's very polite as well. I'll get you in there, Ricky. I'll get you in there. If not, you the link's above, mate. I think it's either before the buying me a coffee or after. But you can go on to my X account, mate, and just DM me, Rick, and give me your details because then it's safe. I'll put you in the group and then I'll delete them. Okay, so no one gets hold or compromises any of us. My missus was in a lot of pain walking around, but she said, "No way, I'm stopping walking." She just had a back operation, but she was determined to do the march. Yes, yes, Colin. Well, you know what? Thank you, your wife. Bless her. Because my English Rose, you've seen the shout out. So it was that lady that was giving the thumbs up on the chair. She lent me and disabled Darren. It's got nothing wrong with him, right? Lent me the chair and Darren. And I really don't know where I've been without her, to be honest. She bailed me out of a sticky wicket there because I was close to bailing out, guys. I was close, you know. But that lovely lady, but her doctor said no. It was only 2 weeks ago. She had a hip replacement. Doctor said no, can't go, but she's still got there, you know. And that proves a lot, right? Because all them men, them weak men, hiding behind the settee, you know, hoping that someone else would do it for them. What, their wives are going out? Well, after the event, if they ain't got their asses onto the front line, they're going as well. Yeah. Oh, congratulations, Sharon, for you, boy. Oh, enjoy your day. Oh, I bet you're going to be like an old mother hen here. Oh, bless your love. Have a great day. Have a great day. I really mean that. Have a great day and enjoy yourself. Let your hair down, as I say, but remember, don't get too pickled or too ranty and keep your opinions to yourself. It's your son's and your daughter in law's day. Yeah, the ladies are great. Who was that? It's a battle out filming FD live. So what's happened? Is FD all right? What's wrong? I saw it. I didn't see him personally, but he was at the back. You know, he was at the front at like early hours of the morning, but I don't know. I think he may have slept rough. Mark back was killing him on the walk. Bless his heart, and still done it. Yeah, you got to love your man, man. We're all staunch, and that's it. We're all concerned parents, and we all want the same thing. And you know what? We all suffered. We all suffered. But you know what? It was for a reason, and it was for a cause. And we made a point. And you've got to remember this, guys, right? I mean, maybe you weren't as fortunate as me and Darren to be on screen all the time, but hey ho, I'm not a big head. But You know, you're all part of history. That was the greatest statement that we could ever do, and only 8 arrests out of the others, and all the others were all from the other side. But hey ho, Khan coming out giving it we're a right wing. What a wally! But let them keep shooting themselves in the foot. Yeah, I have no words to say. Yeah, exactly, Craig. Who gives a shit? As long as he's okay. It must be nice for him to come back and see his daughter as well. That must have been a good boost for him. Yes, exactly, Colin. I mean, I've never felt so much love, to be honest, and belonging. It was wonderful. I needed it. I needed it. You do need it. You can do all this all day long and talk, 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 but that was walking the walk a bit. You know what I mean? And we were all wonderful. I didn't. There was no. The only thing that embarrassed me, and I'm sure a few of you agree with me, was the Patriots that can't lay off the drink. You know what I mean? It's a disgrace. I mean, just have a day off and have a drink after. You know what I mean? But the amount of pissheads, and they, aggressive ones as well. And excuse my French, ladies and gentlemen, but it's just embarrassing. And I don't mean to preach because I'm an old booze bag. It's just like one day. Let's all be totally, but hey ho, we're nearly getting there because the last one I went on, there was a lot more drunks. But there again, you could see a lot more people. This one, you couldn't move. It took me and Darren about 3 hours to get out. Yeah, everyone was helpful. Oh, was it? What did he do? Oh, someone must have wound him up because he's been on so many demos, John. Right? For FD's cameraman, because I remember one demo I was watching on a live, and the geezer kept coming up to him and eyeballing and threatening, and he just turned the camera. He don't say boo. So he must have had a good reason. And I'm sorry about my life at the beginning when I had that hoot with that guy on the bike, but that was another idiot. Ah, good. As long as he's got his mum's approval, that's all that matters. If they makes your boy happy and you're happy with her and she's okay, but you better be careful because Italian women are staunch women and they can slap you in your place. But no, I'm happy for you and I'm happy for your son and congratulations to them both. Yeah, get him home. Get him home, John. That's it. Get him back over there, mate. Get him in a safe house if need be. Yes, we do, Darren. We need a more loving world, a more safe world for all. Remember the 90s when you could go on holiday and there was hardly any trouble anywhere and it was safe. Now you're scared if your kids go outside the door. I mean, I reckon we had a lot more freedoms in the 90s. I know we all go on how we played in the 70s and 80s, but I think we still had it until I think it started when Thatcher got booted out. That Major went in, and then we had that Blair. And now I think that was the start of it. And then Gordon Brown sort of rounded it off. And then we've been on a demise ever since. I mean, I'm ashamed to say I was a Tory man, not no more. But I thought they'd put us out the brink, but they didn't. They proved to be just as corrupt because I've still got a lot of issues with a lot of that Hancock, especially, and that woman, that Scottish woman that done the bars and all the money she's done and she's fled abroad. If when we get taken over, I'm having a word at the top table because I want them asset stripped, and that will be paying us back, making money off our misery and scaring us. How disgusting! Need a more Curtis. Oh, was this one when we didn't get to see the speakers due to the. Yes, Sharon, but that's what I'm saying to you, darling. I've put loads up, right? If you watch them through on one video, like the one to the mums, I've got three. I've got a copyright on that for Miss Kent. I've got her doing a song, but no, I'm not taking it down, right? And I'll take the copyright, and they won't monetize me because I won't. But it's a cause. It ain't a financial gain for me to flee to Spain or something like that. I'm staying here. I'm not going. You know what I mean? I'll film my antics when the time comes. Well, certain parts. But yeah, the drunks, they're idiots. So, you know, just lay off it. Sorry, Darren. Didn't mean to mention the old Blairites. Sorry about that, my old mate. I know he's a trigger. They all trigger me down. They all trigger me. But as we say, don't get triggered no more, guys. Just let them carry on because we don't need to do nothing. It's amazing. It's just amazing how they're destroying themselves, you know? Yeah, Colin, it was disappointing because I was dying to meet all of you and Sharon, and especially and her husband, all of you. I really was, but it wasn't possible. And then I had one duty and one duty only, and that's why I sit here, and that was to try to get that footage. And as I said, this magical thing called the cloud. I lost a handset, and you know the mics that I had, they're gone. They're not gone, but you know, just frizzled and you know with the rain because when it come down, it was like cats and dogs. But next time we will meet and we'll rendezvous beforehand and just I'll get you because this would be I'm like a seasoned veteran in there. I'll sneak in, you know, and we get there. Just follow me and we'll get there. Exactly. I said that in the video beforehand, you know, wait until you get home, you know, and then go on one. But don't because if the old Bill come in and nick you and they smell drink, right? That's you. You're guilty straight away. Drunken and disorderly. That's their calls. You know what I mean? And their reason. Don't give them any reason. But some people can't help themselves. But maybe they're the one people that you don't need. You know, we don't need that. You've got to be disciplined. Yeah, maybe that'd be an idea actually, Dal. Next time I'm down there visiting you, maybe we should pop over to, you know, and all get a neutral area and all have a meet and greet. I'm up for that. That's why we've got the WhatsApp group as well, Dal. Mickey's going in there later on. You know, anyone just get onto X and just DM me, okay? And then I'll put your number in and I'll delete it, okay? And that's a little private group. So with the title of the group and everything, it's all there for a reason. So it doesn't draw, you know, the Gestapo. All right, Sharon. Well, next time you ain't going to beat me and Dal because we're camping in the park. But yeah, Colin, that's what we've got to do, mate. And one of you guys, I don't know who it was because I was got turned away by the plane and I was turning around and I was screamed out hello to me and I helloed back. But I'm sorry that I was moving fast because and I felt like I was on a mate. I thought I was on a battle march or something. I was suffering, suffering. But we got there. We all got there. I'm sorry for you guys that kept getting diverted while it was going on. That must have been quite disappointing. But I'll put them all up, Sharon. I'll put them all up. Everything. I've got to go on and start doing the editing, and then I'll get a little bit fancy with that as well. I'll be all like subscribe and all that panali. But just give them a watch and you won't miss it. I've got all the speakers, and as I said, that cloud. I didn't realise because it said like no videos, no videos, and it was just like grainy. But I pressed on it and it said, and then like a ball come round and it said downloading from cloud, and that's why it's taking so long. And then as I'm downloading them, I'm putting them out and then I'm deleting again. But thanks for the cloud. Hello, Paz. Lovely to see you there, sir. You know what I mean? Proper salute. Top man. Everyone should say hello to Paz. Great channel and a great YouTuber. One of the best. Yeah, that's the old days. The walk of shame. The walk of shame, Craig. Get blasted. I've done many of them. Many of them. Don't bend. Okay, sir. It was a long, 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 long time ago when I have had to do that, my friend. A long, long time ago. A different life. Yeah. So, but yes, it's great seeing you all in now. and can't believe it. Ain't as busy as Paz, but Paz to come down to this like nationwide league and speak to us, it's commendable, sir. Uh, yeah, you don't want to get smashed. You don't want to get smashed before. Just lay off the devil's buttermilk. You know what I mean? You know, and have it later. Yeah, it was all inspiring. It was all inspiring seeing the flags and being part of that, being that multicultural festival of love, even though the press portray it as something else. But we all know what it was. Pictures don't lie, do they? You know? But I still can't get over seeing a very big Highland warrior, that's what I'm going to call him, with his Celtic top on with the Union Jack behind. I thought the tricolours and the Union Jack would be like, wow, that was a wow, wow moment. But seeing that, well, that was a double wow moment. Hello, Marty. I hope you're keeping well. I hope you're keeping well. I hope all your family. I couldn't speak when I got up on the barrier. Looked down at the exactly, Paz. Exactly, mate. You actually looked like you was a tad overwhelmed at times, to be honest, my friend. Hence why you didn't even recognise me when I spoke. You must have thought, well, how many? Because you must have had thousands of people coming up to you. But yeah, it was an occasion, Paz, and I'm glad that you was there, sir, as well, because you're one of the YouTubers that I believe should be at top of the league. But that's my opinion, and keep it yourself, Lee. Yeah, and that scaffolding firm. Oh my God. To think when I was on the trail, we used to get told off for overloading our scaffold. And how that, oh, thank whoever, we had the rubber the green on that one. But how that stayed, I just don't know. But that firm should put an advertisement up because, well, that was some staunch scaffolding. I was so scared about that. And there's another thing as well that Paz said in a piece of E. Sorry to nick it, Paz, but I'm going to bring it up. I do believe you were right when you said, I think there was too much given to the singing, you know, from I like the dude and he's doing well and everything and proud for him, but I think it was a little bit too much, hence we run over time. I know, Paz. I know, mate. It was lovely seeing you. I know, Paz. It is a miracle. I know. You know what? We can only be thankful because that would have been a disaster. A disaster. You know. But I noticed as well that Dean, the traditional bricklayer, was up there as well. I thought it'd been a tad more sensible than that. I saw no one I recognised. Tried passing you, Lee, live, but I got no internet. Yeah, well, Sharon, to be honest with you, I think all our lives went down. That's why I started recording on that DJI thing. And with the rain, and do you know what the Gestapo are like? They whack up all sorts of white noise and signal jammers. They're not as stupid as I make. They've got technology that's so advanced years before us that we even know about it. I try to keep it up. I try to keep it up, Charlie. I do. I do. Ask the wife. Sorry, too blue. Sorry, ladies. I've just had a change. Network provider. To be honest, I'm on EE Pass, and I had another one on another network. I think everyone's went down. Everyone's, mate. I really do, buddy. I really do believe that it was interfered with. I mean, they don't want it going out. That's why they're scared. Bit of comedy on stage. I tell you what, the one singer I did enjoy was his mate when he come out, Sweet Caroline. 80,000 Oasis, I got 3 million on my debut. He was hilarious. And I loved that moment for that young lass as well, getting her chance. And I've got to take my hat off to Tommy on that one because he said that. You know, you can't do your speech at school. Well, do the speech at this. And for him to do that for that little lass, and for her to get all that courage, that must have been some doing. And I'm very proud of them. And I'm chuffed he did that. Yeah, see, Darren was having trouble, and he was trying to get in for the footy results, and he was next to me. Or chewing the fat. I still game for me. Chewing the fat doesn't really make the grade for me. I've got the box set, but it just doesn't do it for me. But still games like Falls and Also, I just keep watching that. Porridge. I love them old school ones. But still games brilliant. Yeah. Good night. God bless, Paz. You take care, mate. And I'll catch you around. And thanks for dropping in. It's an honour. Thank you, sir. Thank you. He was in front of me, Sharon Paz. He don't mess around. He got himself a pass, that boy. He's special forces at getting at the fun. I'm just a Tom. I mean, yeah, thanks, Paz. Thank you so much, friend. I mean that. See, no wells and graces about that fella. You know what I mean? That's why everyone should subscribe to him, because he is a proper seeker of truth and justice. And he's very poetic with the way he says things, isn't he? I love the way he speaks. His little jokes. Yeah. Yeah, she was. You know what? I had a tear shower, and no shame to say it, darling. I was so proud of her. And yes, I was so pleased that Tommy did that. And did you see how excited Tommy was? Yeah, for the big foul idiot he's supposed to be. Well, he's got a big heart there, isn't he? Yeah, I love the good old comedy. Love it. Love it. I love the banter between Fletcher and Mackay, the screw. Oh, when he said, "My wife's a reflection of my house," and he said, "What big is it?" You know, and when he was doing all them sides with his face, just proper banter. Yeah, she made you. I know, Darren. All right, Vicky. Remember, give me your number, mate, if I ain't got it, or Darren send it to me, and I'll put you in that group. And I will have a good day tomorrow. Thank you, Vicky. And you take care and give my love to your family, mate. All right, God bless you. Yeah, it was a good day. I thoroughly enjoyed it, even though it was like an endurance test. But it was extremely enjoyable. And yeah, I loved it. And I'm glad. I think we all needed it, didn't we? Because we was like, get the old dust webs thingy down. And the women are making the difference to this movement now. The women. I know you girls have been there, Sharon, and you know all of you have been there from like the beginning. But you know, to see all these other and you know what, to turn around and see those black ladies in Union Jack flags with Union Jack's hats on, saying, screaming, save our kids, get them out." Very right wing, wasn't they? Yeah, God. I mean, if we're supposed to be that right wing, I think we all need to go and get trained somewhere, because we don't know what we're doing. Just had to be there. Yeah, yeah. That's why I think a lot of people felt, and I honestly believe it's growing, but every day. I mean, I speak to people that had always been a little bit different with their views, and that's their right, quite obviously. But now they're coming over, and we're all meeting, and we're all singing off the same hymn sheet, and it's really good, you know. And it's I find it I find it all inspiring, and I think we need the women, because Darren's nan, my adoptive nan, Ellen, bless her soul, but it was women like her that put great in Great Britain. It's the women, okay? And the cowardly men that better man up and do what their wife tells them, or if not, girls, I think it's time to get rid of your man. You need a man that's going to stand firm. Do you watch musical comedians? If you do, check out Kevin Bloody Wilson and Jeremy Taylor. My father and daughter. Craig, you've told me about 4,000 times about them. I subscribe to them now. I've subscribed to all of them guys that you tipped me off, my friend. Every single one of them. And some of them I do find extremely funny as well. And they're great. It's magic. They've got wonderful minds to be able to do that and flip a song and turn the words. That's very clever, in my opinion. Yeah, so Marty, if you go on there, I've got one there, a message to the mums. You've got the lady that got nicked for putting up the flag outside the town hall or something in Epping. And then you've got the little girl comes on after, and then you've got Miss Kent comes on singing her song. I think that's what I got hit with the copyright with, but I'm keeping it up. So go and watch it. So I think should be the second action. You've got Tommy at the beginning introducing that lady, and then you've got that little girl come on, and it is so sweet. It's heartwarming. Have to love you and leave you, Lee. Off to dip my mucky carcass in the bath. Oh, good night, Sandra. God bless and enjoy your bath, darling. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. And thank you for the birthday wishes. I really mean that. Lovely. Thank you all. Thank you so much. That's it. Well, he was there with you, Sharon. He wasn't hiding behind the sofa, darling. That was what you call a staunch geezer, a staunch man. Weak men can't tolerate them. Like Starmer, the weak man, weak, pathetic. Oh, I think I'd rather have I think a teddy bear would have more charisma sitting next to the president of the United States than him. Alf Garnett. Me and Darren met Alf Garnett, didn't we, Dal, when we was walking past? Remember, he said hello to us when we was up the Broadway. Yes, it is Darren. It is Darren. Yeah, you're totally right. You're bang on, mate. He suffered a lot. He suffered a lot. I'm not a fanboy of Tommy, but I think he's a courageous top drawer geezer and a front liner. And for that, I love and adore with him. And I'd be honoured to stand shoulder to shoulder with him on any issue. You know, he's staunch and he's got a right hand though he can laugh, look after himself. But I've seen him Keo geezers. And he'd done that African bloke in France when he went over there. I'm giving it thinking because Tommy's like about 1'1", and he went over and he got KO'd straight away. He got warned. He kept getting warned, and then he got put on it. He got out though. He was looking up at his eyelids, mate. Sharon, stop giving your age away. Oh, bless. Yes, you know it, Darren. Yeah, mate. You know, because at times in your life you're thinking, "Oh, is this?" It's you've got to watch what the narratives are. But when things have changed and things are put in place, and we've got the right people, everything will reveal itself, and we'll know exactly who's who and who the snakes have been. So, but yeah, but it's lovely seeing you guys all in here. I'm actually over the moon, and Past joining in. I'm actually quite touched with that. Lovely. He's a decent gentleman. I like proper decent fellas. Not in a gay way, by the way. That sounded really wrong, especially in this day and age. Everyone entitled to their own, as I say. You know what I mean? But hey ho, I like the woman form. You know what I mean, but to anyone else, how long have you been married now, Sharon? You must have been married some years now, girl, eh? Maybe they are coming over. Well, you better get yourself a ticket, Craig, and maybe I'll see you at a gig if there's one in Scotland. I'll go and see them. Oh, well done. You go and get your scrandal. Keep your sugars up, buff. Well done. Thanks for joining in, Darren. It's been a pleasure seeing you there, cuz. I'll speak to you tomorrow or something, all right? I'll give you a call when I'm with my girls, cuz. I'll give my love to the family. And your kids have all wished me happy birthday, bud. So, yeah, Darren's a top fella, by the way, everyone. He's been with me since we were kids, with babies in our arms, and been through everything. And we always gravitate together, and we always have. And now in older life, we're still together. He's my best mate, cousin, brother. He's all rolled into one, and my confidant as well. He's beautiful, lovely man. I was going to say, Paz touched you. He did. He touched me in my heart. I don't like. I call it pop star syndrome when people, start getting a bit, and they believe in their own hype and their own everything. You got to keep yourself grounded and be humble and do what you've got to do and do it right. And then people realize who you really are. You know, that's just the way I feel, and that's just the way I've always rolled. That's just the way I am. If you want something done, you've got to do it yourself sometimes, and that's what we're doing. 20, well, that's common law now. You're more or less married. You're done now. You're married. You know what I mean? But that's good, Sharon. You know what I mean? That's lovely. Mark's a nice geezer by all accounts. He's lovely. I mean, to put up with you, darling, he must be a right nice geezer. Or he likes pain. What's it? So kind of his Tommy. Well, Colin, to be honest, I don't say this lightheartedly because Winston Churchill's my hero for what he did. Forget what all the other rest of the crap that comes with it. But you know what? When we was in our darkest hour, that man, if it wasn't for him, we would have surrendered, and he didn't have it. And I honestly believe, and I wholeheartedly believe, that Tommy, there will be statues of him to come. And I think that Tommy is like the modern day Churchill. And I don't mean to be like everyone go, oh, fanboy. And all. I'm talking as a father, as someone. So I think he's a true leader. And he's got guts, he's got courage. And as you said, he's lost everything. He's been persecuted, vilified for years, years, and years. But you know what? He's still with it. And what I like about it, yeah, he has to live abroad, right? But he comes back. He takes it. And then when you saw that video call when he was doing with the police in Westminster Council with Richard Inman as well, he's another staunch fellow. Okay. He said, look, if there's a problem with it, let the event go on so we all don't clash, because it's just good that their narrative is, and then you can nick me after and put it all on me. And to me, that's a brave man, because how many times have they done that? And how many times has he actually volunteered himself up for the cause? So no, I'm with Tommy all the way. And Tommy, there will be statues. He's our new Churchill. Yes, Marty, he's succeeded, but I think he wants a little bit more. But hey ho, we can't say that. But I think everyone that heard the speeches and the rhetoric, I do feel there will be certain changes happening. I don't think we're going to get to a general election in 2029. I feel that the people will be saying something because it's going so bad and they're so blatant and they still carry on. How can it be sustainable? And something's got to give. And you know what? We don't want it. I will not be becoming Islamic, end off. And that's not happening. And neither are my children. And no, it's not happening. I'm not having it. And that's why all the peaceful, loving Muslims that are here, that fled that rubbish, they've got to stand up. And if they don't, they've got to go. End off. But they are starting up. I stood next to a black man, ex-Muslims United. What a brave guy he was. And another Asian lad next to me, all that courage. He didn't even know, he's a British lad, he's been in school in a certain area, but he didn't even know the Lord's Prayer until last year. They don't speak nothing in the school where he is. And he's been, disowned by that mob, that stinky goat lot. And I've told me I'm a major fan. Have a true British hero, bless him. He's been, yes, exactly, Sharon. He is all that and more. He is all that and more. He is all that. Definitely. I I've got nothing but respect for the man. He is putting himself on offer for my children, for my future children, grandchildren, and I hope I'd see them. But he's doing it, and he's fighting hard. And you know what? Good on him. I'm fighting, but I'm with him. I'm in his regiment. End off. We've all got to be like that. I've been married nearly 30 years, and I think my wife despises me, but I think that's what keeps us together. Yes, Marty, I think if an election, but the election will be called when new people and new parties are there. Because I've been arguing with a form, going, I'll split the vote. And I said, well, maybe we won't have to vote for the devil, the better the devil we know, if they're not ready. But I'm joining in advance. I'm going to do it today. I've got some birthday money in my bank. I feel like a little kid. And I'm going to join today. I'm going to do that tonight. After this feed, I'm going to join because I want them to get momentum. But for the Scottish viewers, we could be on a win-win here. Because if we vote reform in and they turn snidey, then we all know what they're like. But they could make our life heaven to try to say, this is what you can have. And then let's just see. But I personally think we're in a win-win, and just pray that the unwashed up here don't vote that SNP and Labour again, because we end up like a Pakistani state. And you keep going on about freedom, you'll never get freedom if you carry on with that road. You need proper people in the parliament. And as I said to the SNP supporters, okay, you know what? After the event, as a unionist, and I believe in the union, but I might be open for a bit of discussion because I want to extract the oil and the gas from our Scottish waters, and I want Scottish men and women to be employed, and I want it coming into our economy, and I want Scotland to be an oil-rich state. Simple as that. And if anything, I'll man the borders with England, and I won't let no one in, believe me. Oh, they've got more balls. Just thinking about it than a rent boiler. The rent boiler, he just likes playing with balls in the backyard, if you know what I mean. Yeah, yeah. After all of this, guys, it's all unity, so then we can't get conquered. We're all together as one. We're formidable. We can't be beaten. There's too many, right? And say no, and then get the proper people in there, all these backhanders. And I want to go through all of the MPs, right, across the board. But that Green Party, their deputy screaming Allah Akbar, that's it. That's enough for me. They're gone. Okay, I don't want that in there. I don't want the schools. They're going to have to be totally redone because I'm sick of all of this nasty, foul child abuse that they're doing to the children in the schools. That is disgusting. And yeah, and to be honest, Colin, my wife's Scottish. My daughters are Scottish. Okay, I've worked in Scotland. I've had a business in Scotland, and I've got some beautiful Scottish friends that I wouldn't trade up for anything in the world. And from going from a no voter and being quite staunch about it, right? And in the SNP, I turned against them for after how they behaved. And I still can't believe that people in certain parts of Glasgow and Scotland still vote for them when they're living in Swallow. We need people that are for the people in our parliament. And you know what? I might really be up for a little bit of that because I qualify for a passport now up here, and we'll go for that. And I am 16% Scottish, so I will cash you out in as well, those chips in. If not, I'll go and live in Northumberland and come over every now and then when you ain't looking. Let's catch up with this. We need Ben and Avanchiko to get a boost of a few 100,000. Yes, Marty, but I think they need time. I see it on X. I keep putting it up now. I keep putting these, AIs of Tommy, Nick and Tony, because I like everything everyone's got to say. And I dream of a grand coalition on the right. Everyone drop their egos, but Farage and they won't do it. And look into them, guys. If you're still on the fence with that, look into them. Look at the finances and black holes that were with the Brexit Party, millions of pounds going missing. And what sort of leader is on GB News having his own platform? What sort of leader goes on an ITV program and I'm a celebrity? Believe me, I got fooled, and it was FD that wisened me up, and Eddie Cool. Um, they wisened me up to it. They sent me stuff, and because I was on reform trains and everything, and I was shocked. And then I done my home, my own due diligence, and I was flabbergasted. But Ben, I just got Ben reminds me of my late father-in-law, bless his soul, a pure gentleman. He just oozes honesty. And if you've seen what he's been doing and how he's fighting for Northern Ireland, and that's not out in the open, but that man is a very staunch man, and I believe that he can bring something to the table, and I want him. I'd love to see him. But as you say, we need to grow. If not, we can't split the vote, and we've all got to play it smart. And maybe it is the devil we know. And if the Reform mess up, if they did get their chance, okay, well, Advance will step in. But I personally think that something else will happen, and Advance would be put in. That's just my own personal thing, not inciting nothing whatsoever. But you read the room, guys. You know what I mean? We're running out of time. 2029 they may have done too much damage to us and spent too much money. And these men have got to go. And if not, we're going to have to remove them friendly and escort them to the ports and get them on boats and send them over. And it'll have to take us men to do it. Get the veterans in as well. Their help. Thank God the veterans are with us. We go on the plan. What, 3 million are now members of that party? I've not spoken to him personally, but I watch Craig Houston, and I know he's running for Parliament as well up here, and I actually quite like Craig Houston. I listen to him. He's a unionist as well, isn't he? He's a Rangers boy. He got born and bred up here. But yeah, I do like him to be Advanced. Oh, well, that's massive. We're growing. Well, I'm going to do it straight after this live. I've got my tenner ready. If it's the time, I'm joining. I've never joined a political party because I believe sometimes it's like putting yourself there. And I signed the pledge. And I was scared because then they've got you all your details, haven't they? But Ben's in charge of that, and I'm following Ben, but I'm not following Paul Forbes. Okay, and that's sorry. I know you're fans of him, and that's your own choice, and that's it. But he's not. I'm not. He's not my cup of tea. I love Dan. I love Richard Inman, but they're different people. Dan sticks to his word and stays in his lane, and he does some brilliant stuff, and he's a wonderful fella. And Richard Inman, he's a staunch frontliner. I don't like men that think they can hide in a tent and then marching after all the dirty's been done and take the plaudits. No. People like Paz deserve the plaudits. People like you lot deserve the plaudits. Taking super chats down all the time. I'm sorry, guys, but it's like a cold call ripping off old ladies. Yeah, that's what we've got to do. And I will do it, Sharon. I'm doing it today. I'll prove it to you next time I'm on chat. I want to say to show you guys, because this is from one of my nephews, but it really made me laugh. It's my birthday, and he knows I go on a march, and he knows I'm a little bit of a Citizen Smith sort of character. And let's see where it is, Jolly Boys. Let's go down. But he sent me this. I'll get it up. I don't know if you can see it, but it did make me laugh. He's got me on the march. I don't know if you can get that, guys, but he's got me in a bikini on a Pride March where we were holding up happy birthday. Only he could do that, bless him. It did make me giggle. So, yeah, I love him, Sharon, totally. I totally, I do. I've got a really nice vibe about him, and it just reminds me of an old school gentleman. And you know what? I think we need a bit of old school, not these granny boobers on these stupid bloody justice for all and plasticine marches. I'm talking about, gentlemen, people that have lived their life and care about their family and their future generations and want to leave a nice, safe legacy. We can't mess this up. Could you imagine how we would be looked back on in shame if we allow this to happen? We can't. We've got to fido this. F it, drive on. Let's keep going. We will not stop, but peacefully. But, things may change. I 3 minutes. Yeah, Sharon, to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if there was more. Really wouldn't surprise me. There was so many. I mean, that one that I went on before my cancer and the operation, that was what the biggest one to date. That was on the 26th of October 2024. And I thought that was wild, but it was nothing like the salt. I mean, when I turned round, when I got there like 2 hours before the event, Whitehall was full. It was full. Well, Marty, I've been a bad boy in my past as well, mate. So you know what, that'd be two then. But I don't think they like that. Buffoon can go and do one. Let's build up this party because I really believe they're part of it. I really believe they're singing off our sheet. And if we get kidded by Ben Habib, then I think we should all claim political asylum. I don't know, in America or Dubai. Let's go to one of them African countries. I think we're emptying them out. Let's just go and repopulate it. I'm sorry, Sharon. I tried. It was a man in a bikini on a gay pride with a happy birthday sign, but it was hilarious. But you know what I do, Sharon? I put it in the WhatsApp group. Okay. Yeah, my nephew, I'd say little nephew, but oh God, he's still size. He's a big nephew. He's a man, and he's got his family now. But he's got one funny warped sense of humour. It's hilarious. He could quieten down any argument. He's a good lad. Good lad. I'm very proud of him. Very proud of him. Yes, Craig, I believe that as well. But if there was a general election called tomorrow, we all know Farage is getting it because it's better the devil we know and then put him there. But then I think he'd be like that Fabian Society, sheep, a wolf dressed in sheep's clothing sort of thing. I do think I think he's not all these. They're not. They're not, guys. They really ain't. That's my opinion. Everyone's got to make your own opinion. That's what we're fighting for: freedom of speech, freedom of thought, freedom of what you want to be. Well, unless you can't be a woman if you're a man. Like, get that right, yeah. As long as you understand that. Yeah, Sharon, it was totally different. I could feel it going down on the motorway. I set off on Friday morning, and I headed straight into Lynn. And I could feel it. I could feel it. I saw the army convoys, the coach convoys. I stopped at the motorway station and I made sure I went up to the lieutenant, and I said, "Thank you, sir. And please don't shoot me tomorrow." But they're lovely lads. But I think they had and loads of police as well going down secondments, eh? And yes, everyone, I'm pushing the boat out. That's Lee getting daring in his old age. That's too much partying in the 80s. Yeah, it was. I really believe we were going to be, long after we were all dust, and when you see that old footage of things that happened in history, and they pop them up and tell you, we're going to be part of that. If anyone can say, "Oh, my great grandma was in there, my great granddad was in there." Yeah, that's what I liked about it. It's the way everyone helps each other out, and everyone, yeah, okay, everyone speaks, everyone laughs, and there's no nastiness. It's quite therapeutic being there. I find it so anyway. So, but please, as I said, everyone give us a thumbs up and a share if you could. You know what I mean? Because me and and if I do go missing off YouTube, guys, is because they've bidden me. Okay, because I think I am testing their patience, but I am a citizen Smith, and I believe in our right to be doing what we do. We're not putting up nothing nasty, and they keep doing me on the copyright now. But hey ho, let them send me a check, and I'll bounce one right back. You can't get nothing out of a man that's got nothing. I'll give him a bit of memorabilia. Sharon, I was at the front. I turned around and I started. Well, I was like I was an MC. Just started asking everyone to cheer and fly the flag so I could get some footage, and they all complied. Everyone was great. Everyone, everyone. Honestly, the only one was one woman that walked past us, and she was so drunk that she was like, when they do that dance and I can't do it on my back, but when they go backwards under the pole, she was like that. And her husband was, taking her away, thankfully. And then there was another woman. I was speaking to an elder gentleman that was off the manor. He was in his 75 and a lovely gentleman. And he accidentally grabbed a woman's hand. It was so crowded, and he thought it was his wife. So he didn't do nothing nasty. But there was another woman in drink, and she was really foul. We saw her earlier having a go at someone for nothing. And she had a pop at him and she wouldn't let it go. He apologized. And his son thankfully said, Dad, just come in here, you know. And then, but her husband took her away afterwards. And he's just like, why? You've ruined a good day. And especially if you know that it's if she doesn't know that she's a horrible drunk. That's from a drunk, an old drunk. You know what I mean? If you're horrible, I wasn't a horrible drunk. I was a happy drunk, thankfully. But I'm still a drunk, but being a horrible drunk that's a nastiness, you know what I mean? And you got to keep that away. And you can't stay off the drink for a day like that. To be honest, I think you're alcohol dependent, and you maybe need to check yourself out. Oh, sorry. Yeah. I've got my X. I stay on X. If not, they lose a superstar. That's their loss. I don't care because things will change. You get on X, you see me. I love it. I was having a pop at 2Q all the gear yesterday. Love event boy in a toot, and the midget. The midget, that cunt, KHUNT, I think it's called. Yeah, him. You know what I mean? He turned comments on, so we all spammed him. But you just got to stay within the realms of peaceful. Well, I end everything, and I tag everything I'd say to them at Elon Musk, at Donald Trump. I'm waiting for that. But as I said to Sharon earlier, I can't wait because my subs will go up because I'll film it and I don't go guilty. I won't go guilty. I'll never go guilty. No, I never have and I never will. No, no, no. Innocent until proven guilty. Bring it out. And then if they want to take me to court, I will bring everything up so they're going to have to prove me wrong that that's not true. Right? And if they say it's under injunctions, well, that's here or there. That means I'm not guilty. Yeah, Darren's a chinwagger. He loves a chinwag with everyone. Yeah, that's another thing. Exactly, Sharon. I mean, when the water got passed back to us because people were fainting and that, I mean, I sipped that carefully, because I knew that I'd be dying for a piddle not long, and you know what I mean? And but hey ho, you don't know what they're doing, they might be just peeing themselves. Yeah, I saw that, Craig. And did you see how Billy Moore telling him? And then that black fella dropped in and said, look, stop that. Pick him up. And he weren't. I know he was angry, but he was letting emotions get ahead. You can't be doing that. Don't play into their hands, And that was right. And then he did calm down because he knew he was wrong and he was embarrassed and he went, But that is just pointless. That is just pointless. There'll be a time for sort of things like that at another time. Exactly, Colin. I mean, to be honest, I bet that drink was tasted beautiful on the way home, because I got a couple of hot sausage rolls and I sat there in King's Cross Station and I said, I'm getting the next train because Darren had to do his sugars and he went off to Costa's to get, all the stuff that he has to do. I just sat down and I ate them and I could feel the warm. I got a warm one as well. That was a rarity from Greg's. But I sat there and I ate it, I had a nice hot cuppa. Oh, it was beautiful. And people on the train were cracking over the lager, and it was well earned as well. You deserve a beer after a day like that. You know, that's what I call management. You know, that's it, Colin. Yeah, he wasn't Craig. Billy Moore's all right. He's a good guy. I mean, he doesn't interact. People were throwing him abuse in my direction, but Paz ain't got no else grace. He's said hello to everyone. Yes, I. Oh my God, we've been doing this over um, an hour and 15 minutes, guys. So what we do, we give you a couple of minutes countdown, um, and yeah, I'm totally honoured that each and every one of you have dropped in. Anyone that has bought me a coffee, I will reply to you with the email. Anyone that wants to join the WhatsApp group, no leftards, because I'm vetting you. Okay, and if you get through me, you've got Sharon to deal with. All right. You'll be put in the WhatsApp group, but just go on the link on X and DM me because you could DM a personal message. And thankfully, that ain't compromised as yet. And then we put you in the WhatsApp group, and I will delete your numbers and all that. And other guys and girls, I mean, you know, then we can all, you know, we've got comms. So if I get taken down off here, find me on X. Simple as that. So that's how it goes. Only one drink. I mean, after a day like that, to be honest, I'm surprised you didn't have 38. I would have. Hence why I gave it up. Because I'd have been waking up choking on my own spit. You know what I mean? In a puddle. But yeah, so you know, guys, we'll wind it down. It's 5 in the house, and I really appreciate it. I feel honoured for each and every one of you being there. Yeah, but what I did, Sharon, me and Darren decided that we will take a packed lunch and a chair next time, and maybe a flask and an umbrella. And I actually took my rubbish home with me. Yeah, everyone was looking at me like I was an idiot, but no, that's just the way I am. What's the point? I just humped it on my back and just flung it in the bin when I got home. Yeah, did you see the police officer? They get ripped out of there and he got ripped up. And if that lady didn't grab his foot and put him back, and then the vets stepping in and shielding them, then police would have been eaten. Yes, Sharon, exactly right. Deal with you. Exactly. Right, Colin, hold that back, all right. Hold that back, but I bet I'll be tucked up by 10. I've got my girls coming tomorrow, so I've got to be full of beans for my little girls. I love it all. Can't wait. You know what I mean? So, and I'll get some prezzies. Oh, that'd be good. And I've got my Arsenal top, so I'm well happy with that. I'm glad you did, Colin, man. And I really enjoyed it, guys. I really did. And it was lovely. I do. I like chatting to you all. It's wonderful. It really is wonderful. I'm going to a demo on Saturday. I'm in Glasgow, but because my equipment it has been destroyed, a lot of it, guys, I might not be able to do a live from there. I'm doing this from a laptop now. I'm amazed. And this is the way forward for this one. But I might have to just record it on the camera thing I've got that's saved, thankfully, and record it and then bring it home, edit it, and then put it up. But yeah, I'm going there. But I want to go there and try not to be recognised by the other side and sort of be in the middle. But I don't want to get in there amongst them. But I'd like to ask a couple of questions of a couple of idiots. Yeah, exactly, Shannon. They take 2 seconds. Just put, got a little bit, just spin it over, and then just crunch it up and throw it in your bag. Simple. Craig, it's a pleasure, mate, and thank you for joining us in this live stream. I mean that, all of you, each and every one of you. It's been a total honour and a pleasure. I really mean that. Okay, it's two-way streets with me. It's always has. As I said, if anyone's ever got a problem, get on the X, DM me. I'll do my best. Once you're in the WhatsApp group, get on there. If you've got a problem, tell the group. Someone should be able to help us. or you, or everyone, you know. And if you're going to start doing content, remember everything's peaceful. Do not incite anything and join the speech union, okay? Because if you get pinched and lifted, you always say not guilty, not guilty, not guilty, no matter what they offer you, not guilty. And the Free Speech Union come in with proper QCs. I'll say them QCs because I don't recognise that man. Okay. And they will come in and get you out. We will get you out. Okay. Never cop a guilty or a deal because they're doing that because they're desperate. Okay. Don't give them the satisfaction and we'll tie the courts up. We'll all go and get arrested. Oh, if I do, Craig, if I do, I'll say hello to him, my friend. You know what I mean? He seems a nice, pleasant gentleman. And no, there's no animosity between us. A bit worried, like maybe with my accent, like a couple of idiots might think, what is it to do with you? But then I could just say, well, what has it got to do with you? You know, so but hey ho, it might not, it won't go like that. I think things are changing. I think all that nasty anti-Anglophobe rubbish is gone now from Scotland. I think everyone's realizing, everyone's waking up, and it's a wonderful, wonderful to see. You know, when you've got old grannies, old Labour supporting, staunch Labour supporters that are just totally flipped. They flipped like the wind. Okay, guys, I'm going to count it down now. And as I say, once again, anyone that's bought me a coffee, I'll send you all an email. And I can't thank you enough. And thank you. Everyone that wants to be in the WhatsApp group, just go on the X account. Sorry about all what goes on there, but you'll see some of my posts and you'll see exactly, I don't have to tell you exactly what I say to him and what I say to the small man and the gay man up there. That right, I'll give it large, and I've started on the Home Secretary as well at the moment. But and you'll see how it is, and you see how I just ask blatant questions, and they can't answer, you know. And Piers Morgan's blocked me, you know what I mean. But maybe I should not have said he had 14 chins. But there again, it's great. But no, get over there and you know, just leave your details and any problems whatsoever. And if I disappear off here, it's because the Gestapo have closed it down. But I've only had one warning. I haven't got a strike. I think you're allowed up to 3 strikes, and then you're out. But I've got 2 copyrights with what I put up, but I'm not removing them. All right. I know they don't get great viewings. That's why I ask everyone to share them. But they're there for you. That's why I got to the fun. Sharon missed it. You know, and Sharon, I've got everything for you, sweet. I've got the lot. And as I said, if you want me to pass over some content to you and you want to upload it to your channel, you're more than welcome because it is two-way streets. I watched quite a lot of him, yeah, but to be honest, they're a little bit behind the curve on things like Davos, Fabian with me. I've been reading up and checking out on ever since Tommy Robinson outside Leeds Crown Court got flung in the back. And I had to leave a little while because I actually went to the police station, reported him kidnapped, and that went down like a lead balloon. And then my wife and everyone was telling me, but now everyone understands what I'm on about, and now everyone doesn't blackball me like they did when I got ill. It's amazing when you get ill, how people drop you, isn't it? Good night, Sharon. Oh, God bless you, darling. Enjoy your son's wedding. And if you need any content, just hit us up. That ain't a problem. 14 chins, yeah. I don't think that's enough. Die by 1,000 chins, that idiot. See you on Saturday. Oh, you're there Saturday, Connie. I'll see you. I can't wait, bruv. Please come over. Please. Gotta have a sense of humour, Marty. If not, what's the point? Eh? That's what makes us British, eh? We'll have a cuppa and a chinwag while the missiles are flying over, and then we'll fix bayonets and serve them. That's how we are. That's how we are. Just, Colin, I think I subscribe. If you go on my subscribers, you'll find her on there. Well, it's just not look up Sharon Ray. Thank you, Marty. Thank you. Thank you all so much for my birthday wishes. I love you for that. I really do. And as I say, I'll be with my girls tomorrow. Saturday, I'm at the march. Don't get me wrong, I could be doing a little ramp walk around tomorrow morning if someone upsets me on the news. If I catch it, yeah. But yeah, but like when my girls here, I don't even pick up. I don't pick these up when at the table because I try to do what I preach. I don't like people on the phones. I think it's bad. That's just the way I am. I'm a bit old fashioned like that, even though I use them constantly. But it's just the way it is. You know what I mean, people? Oh, bless you. Oh, you're not, Colin. Oh, that's a shame, mate. Thank you, Sharon. I will. I will. I will. I went and bought myself some little treats. I've got some treats as well because I've got a little bit of a sweet tooth. Yeah, I've got a little vice. I like my little Kit Kats and my jelly babies. But don't tell no one. Shh. That's a vice. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't gamble. What can you do? Have a jelly baby and a tea cake and a wagon wheel. I've got some wagon wheels with jam in the middle. Just look for the same picture. Exactly. Or Sharon, that'd be another way to do it, Sharon. Put a comment in one of my videos, and then anyone that's interested in subscribing to you, and please do, everyone, okay, because she's lovely, right? Just press it on, and it'll take you to a channel, and it'll give you the option to subscribe, and just subscribe. She needs subscriptions. Come on. Good luck with the match, mate. Good luck with the match. God bless you. You've got a good team this season, Colin. I really believe that you're going to be top two, definitely. I really do believe that. I think you'd be second, and hopefully we were first. But you can only dream. I dream about the politics on the right side of the dream team. You know, my dream team has still got some of your players in it. But anyway, guys, I'm going to love you. I'm going to leave you, and I can't thank you all enough for being part of this. Yeah, that's why they don't go in them. You know what I mean? Okay, guys, and everyone, please all subscribe to Paz49, all subscribe to Sharon Ray, all subscribe to me. And there's another great guy that's just started out. I gave him a little lift up. Not meaning to like big it up or anything because I'm not like that really, but BB Audits. BB Audits. Little London geezer. He's starting to get amongst it. And to be honest, he really mugged off that Nadina, you know, the girl that thinks she's a victim of racism that got brought up in Yorkshire, yeah? That one who's a race payer. He really is a good lad. Watch his content. He's an auditor and he gets right front line. And FD as well, you know what I mean? If you're into them, he's good as well, you know. So yeah. So please all take care. I love you all, and I really mean that. I really do. Not in a gay way, but in a way, you know, a British patriot way. And I'm so glad that you're all part of it. And we will prevail and all stay safe, all stay switched on. And remember, be ready for anything, guys. Love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye bye, and God bless. And I'm going to end this now. Look at that. Woohoo.